the Central Reentry Job Fair and Expo is coming up this Wednesday, 10 a.m. till 1 p.m. at Dutch Square Mall, 421 Bush River Road. And I have Peter O'Boyle. He is the Public of Information Director for the South Carolina Department of Probation, Parole, and Pardon Services here to talk with us about that. Welcome first to the show.
Oh, thanks for having me.
It's great to have you here, and you're going to give us a little bit of details about the job fair. But first, I'd like you to introduce yourself to our audience and tell us a little bit about what your job entails with the department, and then we'll talk about the job fair.
Okay, that's Pete O'Boyle. I'm the Public Information Director, as you mentioned, and one of my jobs is to help publicize events that our agency, Probation, Parole, and Pardon Services, are involved in with the community. And we have some other folks assisting us in co-sponsoring it, Department of Employment and Workforce, the U.S. Justice Department, and some others. And the purpose is to reach out to parts of the community that have difficulty in finding jobs in the sort of conventional way that we all have now of filling out job applications online. Now, particularly entry-level type jobs where you have to check that box on the computer application.
Okay.
And that a lot of computer programs, employers will just automatically eliminate any job application where someone checks that box. You don't even get your chance for an interview or to maybe explain the circumstances.
And that's unfortunate because you have to tell the truth when you check that box.
Yeah.
So you're saying that it's possible if you tell the truth, then that might eliminate you from getting a position.
Right. It's automatic. It's just kicked out. And it might have been something that happened 20 years ago. It might have been really minor. There might have been extenuating circumstances that if you had an opportunity to at least explain it in a letter or an interview, the employer would take a second look at your application. So this job fair, it only has employers who already know ahead of time that the folks coming in would likely check that box.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, tell me, what's the difference between expungement and pardon?
Okay. Expungement, and we'll have workshops on both of these topics.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're not sure or if you want more information on both of those topics, definitely come out, even if you have a job already, or maybe send a friend or a relative out to find more information. But okay, an expungement is done by the solicitor's office where your conviction happened. And certain, mostly minor or misdemeanor, low-level type convictions that nevertheless get a lot of people in trouble, minor drug possession charges, bad checks, some Youthful Offender Act convictions can be actually expunged. And that's a good thing. That wipes it off your record.
Okay.
So then you don't have to check the box anymore.
Oh, okay.
An employer, if he goes in and does a background check with state law enforcement division or whoever, it won't show up. That's what you need, but it costs some money, and that's done by your local solicitor's office.
Okay.
Pardons, not quite as good, in that the conviction still stays on your record, but an employer who goes and checks your record will see that it got pardoned, and a lot of employers give that a lot of weight. It shows that you went through the trouble, you filled out an application. It takes about a year to go through the process. You have to get references and pay $100, and then but it relieves you of the legal consequences of a conviction.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, it's still on your record, but an employer should give that a lot of weight. Wow, this person went through a lot of trouble and asked essentially what we call forgiveness from society for your conviction. It shows you haven't been in trouble for a certain period of time since the original conviction. You've done some good things in your community, and so it's good to have that on your record.
Let me ask you, is this limited to only people who have a criminal conviction.
No, it's not. Anybody who needs a job can come out, or wants to find out about expungements or pardons can come out. Like I said, if you're looking for a job and you're having difficulty getting your foot in the door in the job market, this would be a good place. There'll be a lot of employers there who are looking for employees, and some people who pay well above the minimum wage.
And talk to us about what they need to bring to the job fair. Okay.
If you have a recent or up-to-date copy of your criminal convictions, say from SLED, and it should have everything on there, then go ahead and bring that. If you don't, there'll be someone there who can obtain that for you, download it for you. But I think there is a fee for that. So if you want to avoid having to pay that fee again, go ahead and bring your record of your convictions, because some employers are okay with certain convictions. An example, a retail company might be okay with minor drug charges, but they might have a problem with somebody who was convicted of stealing money.
Okay.
That sort of thing.
Right.
But then some employers, the job doesn't involve handling money, but they drug test and they might have a problem with a prior drug conviction. So you just never know. But we'll have all kinds of people out there, and like I said, the job market has gotten better in terms of needing people, particularly in the Midlands. A lot of employers, and they're looking for folks.
Peter O'Boyle, Public Information Director for the South Carolina Department of Probation, Parole, and Pardon Services. Thank you so much.